Hello everyone and welcome to Nancy's Magic Touch and DIYs. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, and if it's not, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm transforming 3 thrift store items into absolute gorgeous pieces. So let's get started. I finally received my parcel. I ordered some rub and buff. I ordered 5 different colors, 2 different golds, 2 different silvers, and a black color. And today we're going to use this for my projects. And this is a wax in a small tube, and it's a fabulous product. I found this beautiful swan piece at the thrift store and I was really excited. I really don't like the look of it at this moment. This is really not my style, and it's in a big need of an updo. So I'm going to use my antique gold and give this beauty a try. And all you need to do with this antique gold is take an old rag and just put a little bit of this antique gold wax at a time and just rub it on your piece. That's literally all you have to do. So, and a little bit goes a very, very long way. So you're gonna have to adjust yourself so that you're not using too much and not wasting it, because it is not cheap and you don't want to waste it. I'm also going to use a small paintbrush and put a very small amount into it just to get into the crease properly. It's hard to get in this crease with just the rag, so a paintbrush really helps. And then I'm gonna go over it with the rag just to buff it. Now this looks really, really good. I wish I had put some of this black into the crease beforehand, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some black all in these creases because I want to make it look even more antique, if that makes sense. Although if you like it bright this way, you don't have to do this step. It's absolutely beautiful just like that as well. But I want to try this and I want to give it another look, another more antique look. So I'm just using a little bit, rubbing it off, and then I'm gonna come back over it with the gold a little bit so that inside those creases it will be a bit darker and deeper looking. Now on the other side, what I'm going to do is start with the black in the creases right away. I had started a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my black first and then come over with the gold, so that way I'm not wasting a bunch of gold underneath for nothing. So as you can see, by doing it this way, there is a lot more definition to this swan piece. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with the black all over and put the gold over it, and that's all you have to do for this piece. And I can't wait to show you the end result. Now I'm done this technique all over. I'm just applying a little bit more gold all over the piece and just rubbing it with the rag just to brighten it up a little bit more. Now I'm just taking a baby white and wiping the little touches that I put inside of this one. You want to do this quickly because this rub and buff does not go anywhere. If you leave it there too long, it's not coming off, and you may want to put some paper or something on your surface when you do this on your table, because it will actually stain your table. And put some gloves as well. And this is so easy to apply. I love the black definition into it. It makes it really antique looking. I really love the result mixed with the black, but if you want a brighter look, just don't do this method. I just filled it in with some greeneries, but you can really put like anything. It could be a face cloth with a beautiful soap in your bathroom or whatnot. It's totally up to you. I think this turned out absolutely beautiful. I got these two beautiful wooden, I'm not sure what they are. They look like little glass. I don't think they're candle holders. Some kind of decorative piece. They could be candle holders. But anyways, I'm just going to sand off all this paint, this design. I want to bring this to the wood. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I remove all of this paint off of these pieces. This little tool that you see me using here, I got at Home Depot. It's like a little sponge handle, and then it comes with these little pre-cut sandpaper pieces that you just Velcro into it. It's a nice little tool to have when you work with smaller pieces, and I'm going to put the link to this tool in the description box down below. Once my piece is sanded, I'm just taking a rag and getting rid of all the dust. I want to keep these pieces natural looking, so I'm just using some clear wax and give it 2 good coats of clear wax. I don't want to use any stain. I want these pieces to be looking worn out and old, and it's like it has some story to it. So if it looks faded in some areas, I'm okay with that. That's what I want. I really want a rustic look. I'm using 2 of these little, I don't know, base plate or candle holder or coaster. I'm not sure what they are, but technically I'm just doing the same technique as I did in the swan, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some black into the crease and then go over it with the gold. And that's all I'm doing to these pieces. My two pieces are done, so now I'm taking my wood base and some permanent glue. I'm using a Gorilla Glue, and I'm actually going to turn this base upside down because I think it looks better that way. Now I'm just taking a small paintbrush and some wax and just filling where there's wax missing. I found these beautiful butterfly clips for your tablecloth. When you have a table outside on your picnic tables, you use them to weigh your tablecloth down. I'm simply going to remove the clips on top, and I'm going to apply the wax the same as I did with the swan and the top of the candle holders. Oops, I forgot to use the black, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as I want to match my other pieces perfectly. Now my two butterflies are ready. I'm using some twine rope and loop it through the top part of this butterfly, which is perfect. It already has two holes in there for me to thread this rope, and I'm simply going to tie this around the bottom wooden part of my candle holder. I absolutely love how these candle holders turned out. This little added touch with the butterfly is just perfect. This has a really nice rustic farmhouse feel to it, and I'm just in love with it. I got this black candle holder at the thrift store, and I'm going to use the Rough and Buff products again, but I'm not going to use the black because the piece is already black. But I am going to apply the antique gold, and I'm just going to use what's already on my rag. It goes a very, very long way, and you'll see I'm not applying any more to it at all. This stuff simply amazes me. I somehow find this very satisfying. You can beautify a piece in minutes with a very minimal effort, as you can see. I found this piece at the thrift store. It's a candle holder with the little jars, but I'm not using the jars. It's got beautiful dragonflies on it, and I'm using the same technique. I'm not using any of the black because this piece is already black, so I'm just going to go ahead all over the piece and apply some of this gold and wait until you see the transformation. I got these two round cutting boards, and now I'm simply going to just sand a little bit to get rid of that shine. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of stain to it just to make it a little bit less worn out, but I still want to keep some of this worn out look. So I'm not going to overdo it with the stain. I just want this to look old and like it has a story. I went to Home Depot and got myself some gold screws and also a pack of these little connectors. I will try to find the link to put in the description box for these particular connectors. And these connectors is what I'm using to loop through the wire of the other piece with the dragonflies on it. So I have my board in place and I'm putting my other piece on top, and I'm going to loop these connectors through the wire and screw them in place. First, I'm pre-drilling some holes in the area that needs to be drilled, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my screws. Now this piece is ready and all screwed together. I'm taking my other bottom part and flipping it upside down, and I'm going to actually connect these two together, looping through the wire and screwing it in place. This is a little bit more difficult than the first step because you kind of go sideways with your drill a little bit, but it works. Now all my pieces are connected together. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, to be honest, but it worked out really good. So now I'm flipping this upside down and taking my base that I rubbed and buffed with the antique gold, and I'm going to glue that in place with some permanent glue. I'm using the Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to let that set until it's completely dry. Now I'm using a small paintbrush and applying some of the rub and buff onto the screws and the connector just to make sure everything is the same color. I'm using some clear wax to wax the whole piece. Not the base, because that's already waxed with rub and buff. That's a wax, so I don't need to reapply there. But all the wood part, I'm giving 2 good coat of clear wax. And here is the final result. This is a very, very unique piece. Chances are we will never see another one of these. Let me know your thoughts on this transformation. I absolutely love it. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed these 3 transformation. This rub and buff product is amazing. You must try it. It comes in all kinds of beautiful colors. If you like this video, please give me the big thumbs up. I want to hear your comments in the comment box down below. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing and you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet, well, today is a perfect day to join Nancy's Magic Touch and DIYs. Until next time, folks, you have yourself a wonderful day.